Scanning for audio.
Hello and welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. This time talking about, well, it's the 8th Doctor. Now the 8th Doctor for the last umpteen thousand years has been hanging around in box sets, which is very nice for people who like box sets. The problem with that is you end up with an absence of jumping on points. Things like Dark Eyes 1 gets a lot of nice feedback. Dark Eyes 4, you start going, do I need to buy Dark Eyes 4 because I didn't actually buy Dark Eyes 3 or I didn't have the money for that? I better get that first. This thing happens time and time again. We had Stranded last. Stranded was superb, but it marked the end of the 8th Doctor time as, well, box sets. Same problem. So now we've got each Doctor, not in the monthly range, in their own individually wrapped seasons. The 8th Doctor's still hanging around with his same two companions, Liv and Helen. Liv's also hanging around in the Robot box set, which I think finishes next year, after 6 seasons. And it's been brilliant. But now we've got something different. Now we've got the 8th Doctor Adventures, which are kind of by themselves. So this is your jumping on point. If you saw the 8th Doctor in the end of Jodie's Time story, and you're interested, join us now. Join us here with this box set. It's 2 stories, 3 discs, if you still think in terms of discs. You've got Paradox of the Daleks by John Dorney and the Dalby Spook by Lauren Moody and Stewart Pringle. Now, I will put my hand up in the air and say that when I unpacked these on my phone, it downloaded into 2 separate folders. So I listened to them in the wrong order. Doesn't really matter because you've still got your basic 1 Doctor, 2 companions location story. The Dalby Spook is like 1 disc story, and the Paradox of the Daleks, well, that one's the 2 disc story. That makes sense. They've both got extras that come after it, and I just want to say this is not only a great start jumping on point, they're just damn good stories. What do you do with the Daleks? Every time they're on, you think, oh yeah, that's been done before. Oh yeah, this has been done before. And so on, and so on. But it's not the case. Paradox of the Daleks is an absolutely superb story, which I don't want to give too many spoilers away for. Suffice to say that the word paradox is in there, and it is the single most best use of time travel in Doctor Who, cause and effect, bootstrap paradox kind of thing that you'll ever hear. You will be struggling to find, either on TV or even on audio, a better use of paradox than this. I can't emphasize that enough. The turnaround, the twist at the end of story 1 is just brilliant. And it feels like such a great classic original story. Because that's what we're given here. We're not given massive box sets. We're not given huge arcs and character development. There is character development here. Don't worry about that. This is a big finish after all. What we are given here is a new take on the 8th Doctor's storytelling. Not a new take on the 8th Doctor. Paul's got that down perfectly. Liv is brilliant. And how much fun is Nicola having on this box set? Listen to the extras. She seems to be having the best time she's had in a long time. So, what I'm saying is the Dalek story, which I don't want to spoil, is spot on. The Dalby Spook, now that's an interesting one. The guy who played Inspector Jaff is playing a very famous psychic investigator. And one of the main motivating characters in this Isle of Man story is and I kid you not, a historical character called Jeff, who is a talking mongoose. Jeff the talking mongoose. Yeah, and that's where we're at with this story. It's brilliant. It's really well done. Characterization is fantastic. It's spooky. It's got darkness. It's got extra character development. It's got everything you need. And a talking mongoose, which instantly makes you go, mongoose isn't a goose. Is it a type of rat? And then you end up Googling what a mongoose is. Because trust me, you will. Because that's a historical story. Listen to the extras, you'll know more. I don't want to spoil the Dalek one. I don't want to spoil the Spook one. If you want a jumping on point, this is absolutely definitively it. Take it from here. And then you'll end up going back and getting the others. You really will. So, with that, I'll play you the trailer. Let you decide for yourself, as always. But as far as I'm concerned, welcome to the times the 8th Doctor. You will be staying. Be seeing you.
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, The 8th Doctor Adventures. What lies inside?
Tonight at the Douglas Gaiety Theatre, the most powerful psychic force in all the cosmos!
Aha!
No, absolutely not. No, aha.
Doctor, this is Earth. 1930s Earth. He'll just be some end-of-the-pier table tapper.
He's a professional skeptic. Fine, that's his lookout. But Liv, Helen, the three of us, we know the universe is full of wonders.
Terribly remote, this house, isn't it?
Depressing, me.
There's something in that house. I know it. And I'm going to prove it. Hello? Anyone home? We're here to help.
Intruders! Exterminate!
Out now!
The Daleks are incredibly dangerous. If they're here, they're up to something. Something deadly. We need to warn people.
Now, this might seem like an odd question, but you haven't seen any big metallic creatures come through this portal recently, have you? They look like, I don't know, malevolent bumper cars, if that means anything to you. It's a snake!
Quite a big one. Stay back!
I'll tear you into atoms, rat, and feast on the girl for afters.
Surrender! This station is now subject to the rule of the Daleks!
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog Podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.